The Lady and the Burglar. Shikoku was a robber and burglar. In his business, he was a veteran and a supremo. He had many strategies with him to rob a house or temple without making a pandemonium. One of his tactics was to get informed himself well beforehand. Another thing was that he had never prowled sneakingly to a place where he wanted to go for robbery or burglary. One day, Shikoku came to a new village. He inquired the people, keeping normalcy, whether there was any rich man in the village. They told him about a lady who had amassed a lot of wealth and was a miser. Her name was Sheeny. Sheeny was a peasant lady. She had a son. She was so a great squanderer of money that she had never given him any money to spend. They lived there under the same roof, but their house was not at all a good one. Its roof was a thatched one with woven coconut leaves, and it had no ceiling. But the outer walls had been very neatly plastered and whitewashed. On appearance, it was a good house. When it was midnight, Shikoku neared Sheeny's house and lurked under a window for the owners to sleep well. A little time later, he heard somebody snoring inside. He was very sure that all the family members were well asleep. Without making any sound, very carefully and consciously, Shikoku scrambled up through the backside wall up the roof. He reached the summit of the roof and sat there for some time to observe the surroundings. Conferring that no one was anywhere near, he tucked up some of the coconut leaves to one side and caught tight by the rafters. When he was about to enter the house, Sheeny woke up and she sensed that a robber had been sitting on the roof. Sheeny was a very clever and intelligent lady. She called her son, who was very comfortably sleeping, and said, "Son, on the ceiling, some rats are running across. You needn't fear." So, saying, he started to sleep. But actually, she was not sleeping. A little time later, she snored loudly to give the impression that she was sleeping well. Thinking that everybody in the house was sleeping well, Shikoku jumped down from the roof. In fact, he thought that there would be a ceiling just under his feet, and he would be blocked there. But unfortunately, he fell onto the floor approximately from 30 feet above. His legs were broken and he cried loudly. Sheeny and her son came running and they called the neighbors. Together they took him to the police station. Thus, the culprit was caught with the help of the lady's wisdom.